I don't remember inviting you into my rat hole. What are you doing here? Oh, yeah, that's right. You guys want another video. Let's see. What am I good at? What could I do? How about VR sculpting? We'll make a Halloween mask, and then I will 3D print it. Let's do that. That sounds fun. But what should I do? I'm thinking maybe an Oni mask. A Japanese Oni mask. I've made one before, but not 3D printing or VR sculpted. I did it out of paper mache and plaster, but I don't want to do that. I want to be more complicated. I want to make this more difficult on myself. So there you go. VR sculpting, 3D printing, Halloween mask. Let's do it! Here we are in Google. Show me what you got, Google. Let's go for those images. What do we got here? I like this guy. He's cool. Very mean looking. I like the paint scheme too. Nice details. What else we got? Ooh, this one's nice and simple. This is probably the main mask I'll rip off. He's cool. I like the metallic sheen too. Ooh, articulated mouth on this guy. That's kind of neat. Maybe next time. Guy Fawkes. That's cute. Nice paint scheme. What else we got here? Ooh, that's nice. Ooh, I like the paint on that guy. That's probably what I'll do. Kind of red, yellow, white. Gotta make the horns shiny gold though. What else we got? What can we use? Ooh. Oh, I like the bony horns, the blue skin. He looks kind of crazy. I kind of dig it. Might look good with a red suit. That's lame. No, that's somebody else's 3D model. I'm not going to do that. Screw that. He worked hard on that. Hair. Hair is an option. Well, I've had a few good ideas here. I think I'm going to head over to Oculus Medium and get to sculpting. Okie dokie, we've got ourselves an Oni mask. I got some resource materials to work with. I can bring into VR, use as reference. Okay, got my cocktail here, a little kale Ela, because the metaverse is a thirsty place. And, well, why mess around? Let's get started. Woo. Yeah. Alright. Let's load some files here. Make them nice and big, put you over there.
We're all collapsing. This whole fucking unit is collapsing, everybody except you. I know you're strong, alright, somewhat. Stronger than me. Stronger than everyone somewhat.
He's cool for a good side view. Put you over there. Alright. The Oculus is already fogging up. I don't know what it is about the Oculus Rift, but it makes me sweat like a whore in church. It drives me nuts. I never have these problems with the other one, the Vive. Alright. Let's get started on this mask. Ooh, we'll start with some clay. Let's turn the mirroring on. Okay. Get a nose going. Actually, let's stop it where the eyes are. That's where the eyes are going to be. Good. A little ridge going here. Nose. Get this, let's do that little swoopy wrinkle in there. It's kind of cool. Oops. What do we got here? Oh, that guy might work better. Okay. Because then I could, yeah, that's better. There we go. Now, I'm gonna forward but out. Bewitched by a There we go. Alright. That's cool. I am digging that.
Or two, and the charges were dropped. The colorful fish take hooks in their chin, and winners and killers jump into the wind.
I need to make that nose more ominous looking, or more villainous. I don't know what the word would be. Make this nose a little bit more, I guess, pointy. More sinister looking nose.
The frozen fish laugh as the audience sleeps, and dealers and killers will become obsolete. People lock all the doors. Now she's back in town with no strangers around. She'll cut them all down. Oh, Margaret, why didn't he call? The alphabet's written all over the wall. He shouldn't have told you. As soon as you get home, you shouldn't unpack.
God damn it. Let's add a tongue in here. We'll call it all good. Okay, that's cool. And let's call that done. What do you think, folks? That's not too terrible. I'm going to export another version of it. Let's do 15%. Can't get in there. 16% we'll have to do. Export. And we will call this Final 2. Enter. Export. Okay, so that ends this portion of the video. We are going to go into the other room, and we are going to run this through Meshmixer so we can flatten the backside, maybe hollow it out. All right, let's do that now. Now that the VR portion of the show is over, let's go into Meshmixer, everybody's favorite program, I know. It is an abomination of software design, but you know what? It actually does what I need it to do, and I can't think of anything else that would do a better job. So we're going to use Meshmixer, and we're going to like it. Dang it. There we have it. The mask. Straight out of Oculus Medium. This is, I don't know, probably 100,000 polygons or so. So I think what we need to do here is we go over here by analysis, which is right here. I'm going to go orientation. That kind of sets it on its back, right there. I don't know what any of that means, but we're going to accept it. What are we going to do? How about layout and packing? That'll get it up on the plane. The ground plane. We'll hit accept. Alright. Now we want to, I believe we want to turn this into a solid. But I think that's under edit. Make solid. There we go. But that kind of crapified it a little bit. Little low poly there. Kind of made some weird edges there. Don't want that, so we want to go with, let's bump up the solid accuracy to 200 or so. We'll go to solid type accurate. It's right here. We'll go to mesh density, bump that up to 200 or so. I don't know, it's 205 here. We will update. That kind of cleaned up all these edges. Oh dear. I forgot to cut eye holes. Oh well. I'll just drill those out in post. It's my dog. Sorry. We'll accept these changes to make solid. He barks a lot. Alright. Now we're going to make the thing hollow. That's what we have to do first. We have to make it hollow. That's going to take a little effort. So, as you can see, it creates kind of an interior mesh so that I can have to put this on my face. And it needs a thickness. Otherwise, it won't work. I'm going to go down to like 1 millimeter. I actually don't know the exact size of this model, so I'm kind of winging it. This has to be about 12 inches for my giant head, so I will probably do that in Simplify 3D or just size it on the 3D printer until it works. I'm sure there's a better way. We're going to update. Let's update the hollow here. So as you can see, it is now has an inner mesh here, kind of a nice inside thingy here. Oh, the ears got a little mangled. We should probably make that a little bit more, make mesh density a little higher. Update. How about solid accuracy? Let's bump that up to 250. And update the hollow. It's not quite there yet. Maybe I have to go with a little bit more, about 1.3. Let's try that. Update. I think that'll work. Okay, now we hit accept. right here. So now there is an inside hollow space. Alright, now we go to the plane cut. And now when we plane cut this, we're going to go through his ear a little bit. It'll be easier to print that way. Yeah, like that. It'll all sit on the bed nicely. There we go. And then, yeah, I guess we hit accept. Oh, I'm going to hit hard edge up here. Hard edge, accept. So there we go. Look at that. That's pretty cool. Now we're going to do another plane cut for the horns because I need to print the horns separately. Don't want to go through his ear. Don't want to cut off his ear. So we just kind of rotate this plane until we get a nice separation. That looks pretty good. That's looking pretty good. And then this is the important part over here. We make sure we have hard edge, slice. And then we're going to go to accept. Alright, now this is an important step. We have sliced that guy, and you can kind of see inside that he's been sliced. We now have to separate shells. I didn't do this the first time, and it really confused me why I didn't have separate parts. So now, as you can see, there's like 1, 2 parts. Okay, now I go back to this guy, the main mask, and then I have to go do the plane cut again. And now this sucker is ready to go. We're going to select that guy who's already selected, and then we're going to go to export. Export. Third reshoot. Yes, I have shot this video 3 times, screwed it up all 3 times. Okay, this is the 3rd time, so hopefully I didn't screw it up. But yeah, I'm gonna do that. So here we got right horn. Save it as an STL. Go to that guy. Export. Alrighty. That's all there is to that. That's the Meshmixer portion. And I made it look easy, but this took me about an hour to figure all this crap out last week. We now take a cocktail break. Here we are in Simplify 3D, my slicer of choice. It costs about $150, so it might not be your slicer of choice. You could probably use Cura. I have never really used Cura, so I am not going to be using Cura. I'm using Simplify 3D. Let's import that mask. Drops right on the bed. That's so nice. So satisfying. Gonna hit the R key, which brings up the rotate widget. Rotate that guy. Alright. I am rotating him this way because the diagonal measurement of the CR10 bed is 16 inches, or close to it. And I need this mask to be 12 inches to fit my enormous head. So we're going to hit the E key for the scale widget. Scale that up and just kind of fit it on the bed. That's going to work for me for now until it doesn't work, and then we will reprint. Good thing about the 3D printing is it lays down a nice outline perimeter, and you can kind of get an idea of how big your model's going to be, so it's not that big a deal. Let's go into the process settings here. I have it set for fast printing, which means it's going to set the extruder layer height to 0.3 millimeters. I've also got it set for 4 top layers, 4 bottom layers, and 2 perimeter shells. All the rest of this crap, I don't worry about. Additions, don't worry about that. Infill, I've got that set to 10%. That's kind of the default thing for the fast settings in Simplified 3D. Support, this is pretty important. This is what's going to allow the inside of the mask to print like in midair. I'm going to auto-generate support from the build platform only right here. Normally it'll just build it wherever it needs it. I only want this to be from the platform only. I'm going to change it from the default 45 degrees to 60 degrees. That will put less support material inside the mask, and hopefully I can save some material. Temperature is all standard, 60 on the bed, 215 on the nozzle. Cooling is whatever PLA cooling is. I did change my speeds to 4,600 millimeters per minute. I have no idea what that calculates to a more sensible number. I don't know. But it's faster than I should print. This all looks good. I'm going to hit OK. Now I'm going to prepare to print. You can hear my dog slurping out of the toilet back there and his toenails scratching up the hardwood floors. I apologize. He's kind of a pain in the ass. But we love him. There it is. Oh my gosh. OBS, the screen capture software, is bogging my machine down. So let's take a look inside. There we go. Looks pretty good, actually. The 60% or the 60 degree support material setting makes it so that I don't have this entire mask filled with support material. That should save me some time and filament. We are ready to go. So let's fire this off to the CR10. Oh God. I may run out of filament before these horns are done. All right, you're here for the closing statements. This was a hell of a project, let me tell you. I had a hard time. I won't lie. Started off real fun, and then I had to reshoot the video 3 times. Fancy camera problems, shooting at the wrong frame rate, and creating files the Mac wouldn't fucking take. I should probably bleep that out. Anyway, in the end, I VR sculpted the thing. I took it into Meshmixer, Simplified 3D, and Creality CR10 printed it out, and here it is. The final mask. I think it turned out pretty damn good. As you can see, it'll fit on my face just fine. There it is. Hey! Let's get you in focus. Yeah. Anyway. That's the mask. I forgot to put eye holes in it when I modeled it, so I used a drill. But that just tore all the PLA plastic up and kind of left shreds everywhere. I was kind of like, oh no, I've ruined it. But no, I have a blowtorch and a screwdriver. And I just jammed that in there, wiggled it around, and it melted all the plastic, sealed everything up. It was brilliant. And then I crammed up into the nose because I am going to need to breathe in this thing. Right up in there. Right up in there. Anyway, it turned out really good. I'm very happy with the results. And Meshmixer did a hell of a job hollowing this thing out. And I don't know, it was good. Turned out better than I expected, honestly. Will I do it again? Probably not. That took 24 hours to print. The horns took 10 hours. And they got kind of gnarly on here, but you know what? Yeah, it's a one-off. That's kind of a lie, because, hold on. In one of the previous video shoots that I did about a week ago, I made this guy. This was the original sculpt. He's not exactly a mask, but because I got impatient, I wanted to see what it would look like. But I got this really cool low poly looking. Let's see if I can get that camera to focus. Look at that. I almost like this one better, but I can't wear this one. He's not hollow. He's really light. But that guy's cool. Look at him. But I did two of them. I got two of them. 2 sculpts, 2 VR sessions. I don't know. It's pretty cool. The artifacts of creativity, I guess. I don't know. And perseverance. I'm glad I didn't give up. Because this normally would have broken me. Anyway, this video's gone on long enough. So I will leave you to your thoughts. And like and subscribe, I guess. Later!